Before we get started, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, if you could, remove your caps as we pay tribute to our country with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Motor, Wade is spec and Steffens in the 38, also a spec engine car. Here come your Pizza Hut super late models, and the green is out. Michael Norris darts into the lead in car 72. The D&D Auto Salvage ride down the back straightaway. Lepro is second, then it's Rodriguez, Miley, Dave Wade flying on the outside in car 76, trying to get around Rodriguez for third as they race off a four down the front chute. Out in front, in the D&D Auto Salvage Millerstown Pickup Part 72, it's Michael Norris. Lots of bite in that track. The open motors are flying here in the early going. Lepro second, Rodriguez third, Miley and Wade battle for fourth, and it's Burgoon, Gasser, and Steffens. Michael Norris in the throttle, picking up that left side as he heads into turn one. 3 laps down, Tim Gold has pitted in car 94. Gold in the pits in the 94 car as they've strung out everyone right now foot to the floor. It's fast all over. That's CJ Rayburn chassis. Michael Norris continues to pound her in there. Off and 2 down the back straightaway. Jim Lepro staying in tow. Rodriguez third, Wade fourth, Miley fifth. Burgoon right now is sixth. Then Steffens now around the zero of Kerry Gasser. Burgoon to the inside trying to make a run at Ben Miley, but the Pink Panther in his orange Galusi Chevy 99 still running in the fifth spot. He's not far behind the 76 of Dave Wade. 2 laps to go for 16-year-old Michael Norris. Rolling that car over so far, he's broken the body braces free on the right rear quarter panel. The D&D Auto Salvage Millerstown Pick Apart 72. For 16 years of age, he certainly is not afraid to push the gas pedal. 1 lap remaining. Jimmy Lepro second, Keith Rodriguez third, Dave Wade fourth. Miley 5th, Burgoon and Steffens are close there. A good race for 5, 6, and 7. This will be his career first heat race win. 16 years of age, Michael Norris gets it done in the 72 car from Sarver. Jim Lepro second, Keith Rodriguez third, Dave Wade fourth, and Ben Miley's Calusi Chevy 99 will complete your top 5. First year. Green is out. It is Badal in front of Barbara Flinner, Jared Miley. Those are your top 4 into 3. Badal continues to lead. Keith Barber is second and John Flinner third as they head down the back chute. Then it's Jared Miley and Steve Baker. Mike Johnson is sixth. Then Lou Bradish and Kyle Lucan as they sweep through 3 and 4. 2 laps down, 2 down. Flinner and Barber both trying to close the gap on leader Mark Badal. Chuck Medved into the pits in the 2M. Medved pitting in the 2M, but all continues to lead. Barber second, Flinner third, then Miley fourth, and Baker fifth. Johnson, Bradish, and Lucan are next. Four down, we're halfway. 4 down and 4 to go. Flinner slides up a bit in third. Jared Miley trying to close in your 4th place car. 3 laps from the checkered flag in heat race number 2 for the Pizza Hut Super Late Models. And another C.J. Rayburn chassis showing the way. Norris is C.J. Rayburn chassis winning the first heat race, and Banal trying to do the same in the second. Mark really wrestling that machine. You can see him sawing on the wheel. Barber has closed in a little further. As they head down the back chute, the Comcast 17 is on the march. Baker now to the outside of Miley, moving up to 4th. 1 to go, 1 lap remaining. Flinner now digging at the heels of Barbara for second, off a 2 down the back straightaway. The Johns towing River Salvage 48 to the inside. Trying to swing by Barber for second, makes the pass into 4. Banal wins it. Flinner second, Barber third, Baker fourth, Miley fifth, and Mike Johnson sixth. Eight laps, the heat races tonight for the Brockers Machine Shop Crate Late Models. Drew's Auto Service 64 of Craig Catellus, your leader, over the 15 of Mark Moach Jr. Tyler Dietz in the 10 car sits in third. He's a rookie driver in the Crate Late Models as well. Justin Lamb fourth. Dietz out of the throttle there as he came off a 4 drifting high, and Justin Lamb is closed into the 93X, as has the 8 of Tommy Schoenhofer, who goes swinging by on the high side. Bryant Hank in the 28 running 6th and trying to pass Justin Lamb for 5th into turn 3. Off of 4. Side-by-side battle for 5th. Craig Catellus continues to lead in the 64 car. Mark Moach Jr. second, Tyler Dietz third. Then it's Tommy Schoenhofer, Bryant Hank, and Justin Lamb. Josh Holtgraver, who started last, trying to work his way up through the field in the 00. He's to the inside of the 15H of Brian Hoffman. Craig Catellus just ahead of Mark Moach Jr. down the back straightaway. Third place car, Tyler Dietz, sideways in the middle of 1 and 2. Tommy Schernhofer, the 8 and the 28 of Brian Hank, applying the pressure there into turn number 3. And the race for the lead is tightening up as well with 2 laps to go. The M&M Welding 10 of Tyler Dietz trying to hang on to third. Tommy Schernhofer's got the momentum on the outside as they exit turn 2, and he will pass him for third down the back chute. White flag for Craig Catellus. The Drew's Auto Service, Dybert Motorsports 64K, being chased by Mark Moach Jr. out of Hookstown. Finleyville and Hookstown battling for the win here. Bryant Hank, the Bachman Trucking 28, off the pace and headed for the pits. Checkered flag waving. Catellus goes high, but he'll win it by a car length over Mark Moach Jr. Tommy Schernhofer third. Tyler Dietz in the 10 car fourth, and Josh Holtgraver will charge his way, it looks like, to fifth. Josh Holtgraver gets the hard charger award for that heat as he came from last to fifth without a caution in the 00, the D&T Auto Body. Ahead of him was a missile from in the 12, and Darrell Dow in the 5J from Hookstown. This will be a 7-lap heat race since there are 9 cars. Bob, it's Russ Colasar in front, Scott Shemp second, Steve Beatty third. Darrell Dow and Rocky Kugel run fourth and fifth. The midway missile, Daryl Charlier and Rocky Kugel. Your leader is still Russ Colasar, the Froggy FM 27. Steve Beatty on the move in the AEC Group B4 to the inside of Scott Shemp. Charlier running fourth in the 12. Kugel was fifth. Darrell Dow on the 5J does a loop-de-loop over in the second turn. Caution is out. Looks like it's a little hot. Little steamy. The 5J of Darrell Dow, the Hookstown driver, U.S. Navy Supreme Oil Company sponsors of that rocket chassis with a 602 General Motors crate engine under the hood. 5 laps to go in this heat race. Green is back out. Colasar leads. Shemp in the 75 spins the car, and Pegger had nowhere to go, and Laura Lucon gets caught up as well. The embroidered Miley BP Car Wash 75 of Scott Shemp climbing out of his car. The Cochran Automotive 1C of Mike Pegger Jr. a hard hit, as was the Lucon Rep Fab. Eisminger's Pennzoil 84 of Laura Lucon. He did not make the start of this race, so he comes out 3 laps down. But if he finishes the next 5 laps, or runs 4 laps, he'll finish in the 6th spot. Station Auto Parts Colonial Beer 39. Meantime, we got a new leader, Steve Beatty. The AEC Group Batteries Plus Monticello's B4 of Beatty in front of Colasar. Steve had such a great run here a week ago Saturday. He came from 19th to 3rd in the feature event. He's flying again here tonight. Colasar second, Charlier third. Kugel was fourth. That is the 77 car of Joel Prosser. 2 laps to go, 2 to go. See one of the many sophomores in this class. One to go. He has certainly got the B4 flying on the high side of the racetrack. The Batteries Plus Monticello's Ace EC Group. Rocket chassis, crate powered. Chevrolet, Steve Beatty picks up the win. Russ Coldesar second, the Midway Missile, Daryl Charlier third. Rocky Kugel fourth, and Joel Prosser in the 77 finishing fifth, which will be good enough to put him on the front row for tonight's A main. Line striping 69. Bob Schwartzmiller in front, Bobby Heim second, Nick Kachuba and Pat Weldon third and fourth, and closing on Heim for second. Jake the Snake trying to get by the 20W of Mitch Waddlet. Down the back straightaway, still Schwartzmiller. Weldon on the move, a 45 car with a burst of speed, and he tries to move by Bobby Heim for second as they head off at turn 4, and he's got the pass made. Schwartzmiller still in front, Weldon second now, Bobby Heim third, Nick Kachuba fourth, and Jake the Snake Simmons in the 68X just ahead of Mitch Waddlet for fifth. 3 laps to go, 3 to go. Weldon is picking up some ground on the race leader, Bobby Schwartzmiller. Two laps from the checkered flag. 2 laps from the checkered flag. Pat Weldon within a car length now of Schwartzmiller. The white flag is waving one more time around Dirt's Monster Super Speedway. Into one, they're side by side. Schwartzmiller's been your leader from the start, but there goes Mr. Weldon. The JEM Lounge Auto Plus 45 of Pat Weldon through turns 3 and 4. He will pick up heat race number 1 for the Sunoco Race Fuels Pure Stocks. Schwartzmiller second, Heim third, Kachuba fourth, and Jake Simmons fifth. I want to date myself a little bit, but I'm sure many of you others out there remember, you know, when you look at Pat Weldon's car, Nick Kachuba's car, and Jake Simmons' cars with the roofs off. Green is out. Dave McManus with a problem on the drop of the green in the 17. Dave McManus with a problem right off the bat. Wayne Carbo, one of the strong runners up at the Lernerville Speedway, is your early leader. Stacy White moving quickly to second in the 125. Stacy's previous run here this year was a second place finish. Robert Betts is third. Mike Duritsky fourth, and then Bill Robertson in the 1B fifth. McManus able to limp the 17 into the pit area on the back chute. Carbo in front, Stacy White trying to change that as they race into 3 and 4. Robert Betts third, then Duritsky and Robertson. 2 laps in and 5 to go. Also pitting the 14J of Brandon Johnston. Mike Duritsky in car 90 ahead of Robert Betts now for third. Three laps are down, 3 down. Bill Robertson in the 1B moves to fourth. Bill Robertson, the points leader by 2 points over Jake Simmons coming into tonight in the Sunoco Race Fuels Pure Stocks, and trying to get by Mike Duritsky now for third in turn 4. Stacy White starts to really turn up the pressure on race leader Wayne Carbo. Less than 3 laps to go. Wayne with a little bit more coming off the turns, but White, the 125, looks to be a little stronger getting into the corner. Carbo sliding up the banking now. The inside lane is open. Still your leader now by a half a car length, and there goes Stacy White. He'll pull even into turn 1. Bill Robertson has taken over third. Duritsky in the 90 is fourth, and Betts in the 81 fifth. Stacy White looks like he can close on Wayne Carbo at any time, but he's so far not been able to pass him. We got a lap to go. The drag race is on down the front chute. Stacy noses ahead this time into turn 1. Carbo trying to maintain that line on the outside and keep the momentum as they head down the back chute. Stacy White now moves in front by a car length into turn 3. Off of 4, White on the bottom. Carbo's got it wound up high, and the drag race is on, and Carbo wins it over White. Bill Robertson third, Mike Duritsky fourth, Robert Betts in the 81 gets fifth. 8 laps for the Miley Truck Rental E-Mods. The March Ferry Madman is on a hurry, as is Tom Martinek down the back straightaway. Meantime, for the lead into 3, Wayne Tassine squeezing into the front spot in car 10. Drystad second, Miller third, Stalter fourth, and it's McKee, Martinek, Dunn, Nakutis, and Charlier. Kevin Miller into second. Tried to put a little heat on Wayne Tassine off of turn 4. Here comes J.E. Stalter in the 17. J.E. motoring to third. The black cars out in front. Tassine and Miller both out of the Buckeye States. Martinek at the 65 to the inside of Bruce Drystad. Tom will move into fourth. If you notice, he's got a bigger spoiler than the other cars, the 65. That's because he is running a crate motor. Less horsepower, more spoiler. Oh, Stalter, the third place car, almost spins. He holds on, and he's still third. Halfway, 4 down and 4 to go. Wayne Tassine ahead of Kevin Miller. J.E. Stalter, Tom Martinek, Russ Dunn in the 47 now to the inside of Bruce Drystad and moving up into fifth. Points leader Daryl Charlier still back in the field. Well, he's got to run off the outside of turn 4. He'll get by Bruce Drystad now. And now tries to get by Russ Dunn for fifth. The race is on down the back chute. Dunn in the 47, Charlier in the 12. 2 to go for Wayne Tassine. Kevin Miller second. Charlier now into fifth. Tom Martinek spins the car in turn 4. Caution is out. Tom Martinek was running in the 4th spot, but he loses the handle in turn 4. And the Allegheny Wilderness Outfitters, Bongiorni Auto, McElhaney Auto Repair 65. As we said during green there, Tom's got a bigger spoiler on the back of that car than the others. The reason being, he is running a crate motor. Tuscany pasta at Pizza Hut. Wayne to seat in front, the Midway Missile, who was back in 5th when the caution came out, picked up a spot with Martinek spinning and now challenging Kevin Miller for 2nd. Into turn 4, still to scene. Miller and Charlier, checkered flag. It'll go that way. It will go that way. Tessine wins it. Miller just ahead of Charlier for 2nd. Stalter gets 4th, and the 47 of Russ Dunn completes your top 5 as we get set for the
Gary Catellis in the Drew's Auto Service 1K brings him down for the green flag. Side by side going into turn 1. Goldberg up to the 3rd spot. He won 2nd from Kurt Bish. He's on the outside in turn 2 coming down the back straightaway. Bish stays on the inside through turn 3. Still Gary Catellis with the lead. Goldberg up to 2nd. Darren Ferguson drops to 4th. Tony White on the outside of him through turn 1. Goldberg gains on the front spot. He's on Gary Catellis' bumper. He's on the inside through turn 3 to the lead. Behind him, a 3-way battle for the 2nd position. Tony White on the outside of Kurt Bish. There's Goldberg to the inside through turn 1. He'll get the lead from Gary Catellis. Kurt Bish and Tony White still battling for the 2nd position. 3rd is the 54, or 4th is the 54 of Darren Ferguson. Halfway. Tony White now cleared Kurt Bish for the 3rd position. Darren Ferguson just also passed Kurt Bish for 4th. Bish on the inside of Darren Ferguson in turn 4. But it's still Eric Goldberg. Brian Hutchko on the outside of Kurt Bish for the 5th position. White flag for Eric Goldberg over Gary Catellis, Darren Ferguson, and Tony White. Brian Hutchko in the black and green 60 moves into the 5th position. Eric Goldberg takes the checkered flag by half a straightaway over Gary Catellis and the 54 of Darren Ferguson.
We'll invert the whole field. Thank you, guys.
Green flag for the 8th grade student at Harrison Middle School, 9R, Michael Reft. Justin Pawns to the inside. He'll move up to the 2nd position coming through turn 2. Brian Bayerbach 3rd. 4th is now Tyler Atkinson as he passed Danny White on the inside. Reft, your current points leader, holds the lead over Justin Pawns. Ref leads by about 5 car lengths over the 9th grade student from Woodland Hills. Michael Ref still in the lead after 3 laps. Atkinson on the inside of Brian Baerbach down the front straightaway. Two laps to go. The front 2 cars of Michael Reft and Justin Pons started to pull away the rest of the field by almost a straightaway. Reft leads Pons by 12 points in the Young Guns point standings. Two to go. White flag for Michael Reft. Michael Reft comes up on his 4th win of the year over Justin Pons. And Tyler Atkinson. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, your 4th win of the year, you're in the point standings. What are your thoughts on possibly getting a 2nd championship here?
We just keep running like we're doing. We just hope we can hold it.
There's been rumor you've been testing your crate late cars. Are those true?
Yeah, we took it out last Tuesday or Thursday. We started getting used to it, getting seat time with it.
Do you plan to make any races this season?
Hopefully at the end of the year.
Congratulations.
The field. Topless Tuesday Pizza Hut Super Late Models, and the green is out. Into 1 and 2. It's still but all, and Michael Norris will spin the car. There's a big difference in the track heat race to feature. And Michael was able to stand on that car through the turns hard in the heat race, but that time it got away from him. So he will go from the back, or from the front to the back. Count it as experience. These are lessons you learn. Barber and Wade in row 3, then Baker and Miley. Off of 4, the green is out. But all leads into 1. He is sideways. He got that car all rocked up on the right side. Flitter to 2nd, Barber to 3rd as they head down the back straightaway. Baker through a hole. Jared Miley came through a bunch of holes. Miley is way up there already as Baker rolls to the outside off of turn 4, trying to swing by the 6 of Jim Lepro down the front chute. And Flinner challenges Benall for the lead into 1 and 2. He'll slide up. Benall tries to come down but can't. It's Flinner in front. Lepro back around Baker. Miley also around Baker. Caution is out. Chuck Medved in the 2M is the caution. Oh, I see him now. He's blocked by a trailer back there. He's at the entrance to the pits on the back straightaway, car 2M. We do have a lap in remaining. Topless style off of turn 4. The green is out. Barber on the outside, able to get ahead of Flinner for second into 1. Let's see what happens with 1 and 2. Flinner back under Barbara. Jared Miley down on the inside of Jimmy Lepro. Baker on the outside. They are crowded. 3 wide almost for third or fourth there into turn 3. Look at Flinner, slides up the banking. Barber to the inside of John down the front street. They'll race for second. Meantime, Lepro, Baker, and Miley into turn 1. They're going at it hot and heavy. Contact, and into the wall goes Flinner. Oh, and Michael Norris late into the mix over there in turn 2. They were definitely letting it all hang out. Coming off of 4 and into 1, it continued. Flinner into the wall, and Michael Norris spinning, gets into the back of John over in turn number 2. Mark Banal still your leader. Green is out. Barbara takes the lead into turn 2. Banal tries to come back. There's contact between them. Baker is now third. Into 3 and 4, they are on the gas pedal hard. Barber, your leader. Baker moves to second. Banal drops to third. We got a caution. John Flinner spins, and I don't know that John did that on purpose, but I would bet that he was a half a track behind. He might have, or there might be some with it. Here we go, off of turn number 4. The green is out again, hopefully to stay. Got some good racing laps in here. They head into 1. Jared Miley swings quickly by Jim Lepro for third. Steve Baker will try to get by him for fourth down the back chute. Miley now to the inside of Barbara. Spinall out in front as they race off at turn number 4. Barbara still second, Miley third, Baker fourth, Lepro fifth. Mark Banal still your leader. Keith Barber tries to pull even down the back straightaway, and Jared Miley ducks to the inside of Barber into 3 and 4. Barber slides in. He's got the lead in 4. Banal back around him on the outside, coming off. 4 down and 21 to go. Barber slides up in front of Banal. Banal trying to get back by Keith on the front straightaway. John Flinner has pitted in car 48. Banal, but Barbara close. In turn 4, Barbara's got the lead in the Comcast 17. Banal close to the wall, comes down. Jared Miley able to get by him in the Calusi Chevy H1 and move to second. Stevie Baker now will try to get by Banal in the back straightaway. Lepro is still fifth. Then it's Ben Miley and Dave Wade. Baker to the inside of Banal. Banal tried to squeeze back around. They run out of racetrack, and Baker's got his rear quarter panel all crinkled up now on the right rear of the Richard Construction Blanche Towing 0. Tim Gold is pitted in car 94. Ben Miley and Dave Wade battle for sixth into turn 3. 7 down. Barber, your leader. Triangle Benefits Comcast, Patoka Trucking 17 over the Calusi Chevy H1. Then it's the Richard Construction Farm Used Auto Parts 0 of Baker. Mark Banal is fourth. The Buds Play 6 of Jim Lepro having his best run of the season right now. He is fifth. Then it's Ben Miley, Dave Wade, and Lou Bradish starting to make progress in the Concord Automotive 1C. Bradish has closed in on Dave Wade and Ben Miley in the battle for sixth. Brandon Burgoon and Kyle Lucan are right there as well. Keith Barbara about 7 car lengths ahead of Jared Miley. Miley closing the gap on the inside through 3 and 4. Barbara maintains the advantage coming off. 15 laps to go. Baker third. Banal fourth. Lepro fifth. Front 5 have really separated themselves. Miley is 6th, Wade 7th, Bradish 8th. Brandon Burgoon now to the inside of Bradish, trying to move into that 8th spot. Pushes up a little bit, but he's got the pass made in turn 2. Mike Johnson and Kyle Lucan are next. Bradish back around Burgoon. A good race there in turn 1. Dave Wade, Lou Bradish, and Brandon Burgoon in turn 2. Now the back straightaway. Closing in on the halfway mark. Halfway, 12 to go. Keith Barber, your leader, took the lead on lap 5. Jared Miley not letting him get out of his sight. Baker is back a straightaway in 3rd, but all 4th and Lepro 5th. Miley continues to try to find a way to close the gap on Barber, who's got traffic ahead as he has caught the back of the field. Brandon Burgoon now in the 17 car has moved up to 7th and trying to track down the 99 of Ben Miley for 6th. Into 1, Burgoon on the outside of 1 and 2 will swing by the 99 of Miley, moving up into the 6th spot. Keith Barber with Jared Miley just behind down the back straightaway. 10 laps to go, less than 10 now as they enter turn 3. Side by side in front of your leaders, Kerry Gasser and Keith Rodriguez, with Keith Barber applying the heat into 1, trying to lap the 2 of them. He goes to the low side. He'll get by Rodriguez. 1 lap car between 1st and 2nd now. Baker 3rd. Here comes Miley about to pull even into turn 4. Off of 4, it's still Barber in front trying to squeeze by Kerry Gasser into turn 1. Barbara just ahead of Gasser. Now lapping her as Miley tries to do the same, but they got 4 cars running about a straightaway in front of the leader here. Jim Steffens, Dave Wade, Mike Johnson, and Kyle Lucon, with the leader closing in 7 laps from the checkered flag. Steve Baker 3rd, Mark Bernal still 4th, Lepro 5th. Brandon Burgoon is fast right now. The 17 car is up to 6th, and he is definitely closing on the 5th place car of Jim Lepro. Meantime, Lou Bradish ducks under Ben Miley into turn 1. He'll move into 7th in the Cochran Automotive 1C. Then it's Miley and Steffens. Johnson, Lucon now ahead of Dave Wade. Wade the last car on the lead lap. Here come Keith Barber and Jared Miley closing on that trio in a hurry. Barbara up high, Miley to the inside. Again, he'll show his nose, but off of 4, it's Barber in front with 5 laps to go. 5 to go. Into 1. Keith goes to the inside around the 76 of Dave Wade. Jared Miley has to get out of the gas a minute. He's not able to close in. Miley, though, quick into 3. Off of 4, Barber in front. 4 laps to go. 4 to go. Brandon Burgoon now right behind the 5th place car of Jim Lepro, who's trailing some smoke here. The 6th car running 5th had some smoke coming off just a minute ago as he now comes down the front straightaway. A little bit of smoke as he goes into 1 for the lead in 4. Barber trying to shut the door as Miley had got underneath and worked the 1 car of Kyle Lucon at the same time. 3 to go. Keith to the inside of Kid Kyle in turn 1, trying to lap the youngster. He moves up and does it. Of course, drove the Phil Lucon cars to a track championship here. He's got a lap car now between himself and Jared Miley. Lucon trying to get back on the lead lap, but it's Barber in front with 2 to go. Miley 2nd, Baker 3rd. But all 4th, Brandon Burgoon is 5th now, and he's trying to close in on the 4th place car of Mark Bernal. Jared Miley able to get around Cal Lucon. The white flag is waving one more time around Dirt's Monster Super Speedway. Keith Barber, who won Topless Tuesday 2 years ago. 3 years ago, check that, in 2005. Heads down the back straightaway. 5 car lengths in front of Jared Miley. Into 3, Barber protecting the inside lane. The Comcast Patoka Trucking Triangle Benefits 17 will win on Topless Tuesday in the Pizza Hut Super Late Models. Jared Miley 2nd, Steve Baker 3rd. Brandon Burgoon comes to 4th in car 17 after starting 11th. And Mark Bernal will finish 5th. How about a nice hand, folks, as he climbs out of the car on Topless Tuesday in the Pizza Hut Super Late Models. Keith Barber, your winner. Congratulations.
Woo, baby, that was tough.
Kind of wild early in that race. Mark, you, and John really going at it. It was crazy.
Was that Mark in the car or was that Stevie?
That was Mark.
Oh, that's, them guys are tough, man. I didn't think I was going to be able to get around them. John was fast in the heat, so I knew we were going to have a little bit of trouble with him, but we come out on top.
And then at the end, you knew, I'm sure you saw Jared, I don't know if you saw him or not, diving underneath you. You knew he's on your heels, and you had a lot of fast cars you were trying to lap.
Yeah, we had lapping Luke on. He's been fast, and I seen Jared there, and I thought, oh, man, not in the last 5 laps, man, but we held him off.
This is your 13th win here, and this is your second win on Topless Tuesday, so something about you and when the roof comes off.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the 8-inch spoiler helps out when the roof comes off. I don't know.
People you want to thank?
Chuck Patoka, Triangle Benefit Services, Forbesville Garage, Triangle Benefit Services, my pit crew. We worked till 11 o'clock last night trying to get the car back together. And just thanks a lot. Heavy Fab Shop, Light Fab Shop, my mom, my dad, my wife, my kids. Thanks.
All right, how about a nice hand, folks, for Keith Barber, your winner in the Pizza Hut Super Late Models. One of our heat races tonight. Scott Shemp and Mike Pegger not as fortunate. They are not able to get their cars back out here. As the green drops. 20 laps for the Brockers Machine Shop Crate Late Models. Midway Missile making it move on the low side. It's Joel Prosser in front, the new Martinsville, West Virginia driver. On the back straightaway, Ken Chernick in the 1. Spins the car into the wall behind the scoreboard. Caution is out. C1, Ken Chernick is spun around on the back straight, right behind the scoreboard area. Off of turn 4, Green is back out. Joel Prosser has the lead. Rocky Kugel to his inside as they race into turn 3. Josh Holtgraver in third right now. Then Daryl Charlier and Tommy Schernhofer. Charlier to the inside of Holtgraver as Kugel takes the lead into turn 1. Rocky Kugel is your leader into turn 2. The Midway Missile, Daryl Charlier, will make the pass of Prosser, or will he, for second into 3. And then quickly closes in on Kugel for the lead. Little contact in 4. It's still Kugel in front. Charlier second, Prosser third, Holtgraver running 4th. 5th is Tommy Schernhofer. Kolasar is 6th. Moats is 7th. Steve Beatty 8th. Laura Lucon is pitting in car 84. Tommy Schernhofer moves to 4th, and Daryl Charlier's got the lead. Turnkey Foundations, Donaldson Supply, Oliverio Chevrolet, 12 of the Midway Missile. Daryl Charlier, your leader. Tommy Schernhofer now into 3rd. Rocky Kugel runs 2nd. Joel Prosser trying to hold off Mark Moats Jr., but Moats will make the pass for 4th in the 15. Steve Beatty's off the pace, the B4, the AEC group. Batteries Plus, Monticello's B4, limping down the back straightaway. And he's able to cross the racetrack. The green stays out. 5 laps in, 15 to go. Steve Beatty has pitted in the B4. Big lead for Daryl Charlier, trying to pick up his 3rd feature of the season in the Brockers Machine Shop Crate Late Models. Side by side for 3rd now, Mark Moats Jr. and Tommy Schernhofer. Prosser still 5th. Bryant Hank, who dropped out in his heat race, the Bachman Trucking 28, smoking as he heads back into the pits. Bryant Hank pitting in car 28. Russ Kolasar now has taken over the 5th spot in car 27. Josh Holtgraver trying to get around the 77 of Joel Prosser as well. Craig Catsellis right behind them in the 64. Good race just outside the top 5. Joel Prosser, Josh Holtgraver, and Craig Catsellis. Caution out for the 39 of Terry Kerr. Leaders completed that lap, so it will count. 8 laps are down and 12 to go. Terry Kerr brings out the caution. He is turned around right at the entrance to turn 3. Dozen laps to the finish. Charlier brings the field to life, and the green is back out. Oh, lots of cars spinning in lots of different directions. Craig Catsellis and Tommy Schoenhofer, the 8 and the 64, were the first to go around. Joel Prosser's caught up in the 77. Dusty Curry in the Mighty Mouse 8, 65 Tim Stefanik, 93X Justin Lamb, and the 39 of Terry Kerr. Oftentimes cautions breed cautions. Let's hope we can get them back. Spread out a bit as the green drops. Still Charlier over Kugel, who pushes up a bit. Colasar down on the inside trying to get around Moats for third. The Midway Missile appears to be the class of the field here tonight. Tim Stefanik in the 65 out of shape there in turn 1, gathers it back up. Tommy Schoenhofer back on the Speedway. He is not on the lead lap. He's 1 lap down. Mark Moats Jr. now to the inside of Rocky Kugel. They're will to will for second. Halfway, 10 to go. Terry Kerr going to call it quits, it appears, in the 39 as he heads to the pits. Kerr in the 39 pitting. Mark Moats Jr. now into second in car 15. Another one of those Hookstown hot shoes, getting better and better each and every week. Rocky Kugel also having a fine run here tonight. His best of the season in the paper services. The Outlaws Rock Band 7 out of Calcutta, Ohio. Brian Hoffman, speaking of good runs, his maiden voyage in the 15, running 5th behind 2-time winner Russ Colasar in the Froggy 27. All trying to run down the Oliverio Chevrolet Turnkey Foundation's Donaldson Supply 12 of Daryl Charlier. Nobody gets more laps around this racetrack on a race night than Daryl Charlier. Double duty. And the E-Mods and the Crate late models, and Dusty Curry spins in front of your leader in turn 4. Caution out. Dusty Curry spinning out in turn 4 in the Mighty Mouse 8. The Reckless Epic movie, 5-star tire, West Mifflin collision. Car goes around. Waving again is the green flag. 6 laps to go, and it's Charlier once again just checking out. And Dusty Curry has spun a second time. Green is out. Dusty Curry belongs in the pits. Daryl Charlier still your leader. Mark Moats Jr. second. Kugel third, Colasar fourth, and Josh Holtgraver fifth now in the 00. We're into the final 5, and Mark Moach trying to make a race of it here. Moach Jr. got the 15 car working mighty fine on the lower groove through the turns. And Charlier's got such momentum off that high side in the 12. Three laps to go into 1. Charlier extends the advantage off of turn 2. Darrell Dow off the pace in the 5J. Darrell Dow off the pace in the 5J. Caution is out. Caution is out for the 5J. It's not over yet. Mark Moach trying to put a little heat on the Midway Missile here. Green is back out again. Josh Holtgraver to the outside of Russ Colasar and up into 4th. Mark Moach Jr. able to pull alongside in the middle of the turn, but the Midway Missile in his patented high lane, the fast lane, coming off. 2 laps to go. Justin Lamb almost spun the car in turn 2. White flag, 1 to go. Holtgraver almost hitting the wall in turn 3 that time, still 4th. Colasar 5th, a lap to go for your Brockers Machine Shop Crate Late Models. This is his 3rd win of the year if he gets to the checkered flag. The Turnkey Foundation's Donaldson Supply, Oliverio Chevy, the Midway Missile points leader Darrell Charlier, your winner on Topless Tuesday. Mark Moach Jr. 2nd, Rocky Kugel 3rd, Josh Holtgraver 4th, and 5th was Russ Colasar. Darrell, congratulations, another outstanding run.
Thank you. This class is pretty tough, so we made some changes for the feature. My dad wanted to do. I wasn't too fond about it, but it worked out in the long run. Just shows you age knows.
I was going to say, so you're saying father knows best?
Father's knows best.
Hey, Mark Moach Jr. was able to get under you a couple times. Did you get a look of him at all?
Yeah, I could see his front nose. I knew everybody would be there. Like I said, this class is really competitive. There's a lot of good drivers in this class, so I always expect someone to be right there.
A lot of late race cautions. Does that slow you down at all? I mean, it slows you down, but does it worry you at all?
It does and it doesn't. It really starts to get frustrating the more there is, but yeah, what can you do? You got to deal with it.
People you want to thank?
I need to thank Donaldson Supply, Turnkey Foundations, Tri-State Motorsports, Oliverio Chevrolet, Knuckleheads, Totally Tropical Tanning, Brian's Decals, my crew for doing a heck of a job, and my family and everybody that supports me.
All right, folks, the Midway Missile, Darrell Charlier, has got 1 in the bag tonight in the Brockers Machine Shop Crate Late Models. Bill Robertson, Bob Heim bring the field to life. Uh-oh, somebody's smoking there right off the bat. Like the 81 of Robert Betts possibly. But it seems to have gone away. Stacy White moving quickly into the lead in the Suburban Dry Cleaners 125. Bill Robertson second, Wayne Carbo in the 54 and the 92 of Bobby Heim. Time third, Carbo fourth. Stacy White way ahead of the field, but boy, what a race behind him. Bill Robertson, Wayne Carbo, Bobby Heim, Jake Simmons, and Pat Weldon. Then you've got Bobby Schwartzmiller and Nick Kachuba on a real tussle in turn 3. Weldon tried to split the middle seam in the 45. They're still close into that first turn. Carbo down on the inside, moving into second now. The Johnston 14J has pitted. Carbo's second. Bill Robertson and Pat Weldon are will-to-will for third. Weldon with the advantage now. Robertson, then Himes, Simmons, Schwartzmiller, and Kachuba. But Stacy White is in front by a straightaway. Laps to go, 10 to go. Carbo second, Weldon third. Jake the Snake Simmons in the 68X is up to fourth after starting ninth. Meantime, Bill Robertson, the pole sitter and points leader coming into the night, is back into fifth. He's got his hands full there from Bobby Heim in the 92 and Bob Schwartzmiller in the 28. Pat Weldon closing on the second place car of Wayne Carbo down the back straightaway. Halfway, 7 to go. Stacy White has run off and on here the last couple of years. He did get a win here early last season. Suburban Dry Cleaners, Capo Enterprises, Southwest Auto Detailing, GTO is way ahead of the field here tonight. Trying to get his 8th career feature win. The Sunoco's Race Fuels Pure Stocks 3 laps away from the checkered flag. He was the track champion here in 2002. Wayne Carbo still second. Pat Weldon following his every move now in third. Jake Simmons fourth, and a good race for fifth. Bobby Heim around Bill Robertson. Nick Kachuba starting to move forward as well in the 10 car. He squeezes to the outside of Robertson. 2 to go for Stacy White. Carbo moves up the racetrack a bit, and Pat Weldon to his inside, trying to get by the 54 car of Wayne Carbo for second. Into 3, the white flag for your leader. Off of 4, Pat Weldon and Wayne Carbo side by side for second. Weldon comes up a bit, close as they head into 1. Weldon with the advantage. Suburban Dry Cleaners, Capo Enterprises, Southwest Auto Detailing, 125 of Stacy White in cruise control as he takes the Sunoco Race Fuels Pure Stock feature events with his top on. Pat Weldon will win the race for second in the JEM Lounge 45. Wayne Carbo third. Jake the Snake Simmons comes from 11th to 4th, or 9th to 4th, I believe, and Bobby Hyman, the 92, gets 5th. How about a nice hand, folks? Stacy White's back in the winner's circle that starts Monster Super Speedway. Come on over here. What am I supposed to ask you? You know, you've got to make a race of it if you want me to ask you some questions.
Was it close?
Close.
I don't know. You got to tell me.
When you were getting the checkered flag, I think they were over about turn 3.
Well, that's what they get for running them big wheels.
You had the little ones on tonight.
That's right. You don't need big wheels here.
Just keep it smooth, keep it straight.
It's all about momentum at this track.
Well, you know, you've been off and on, but when you're on, you're usually on.
Yeah, we try to get it right. I mean, when we get here, we come to win. We don't come to run around. So if we're not ready, we'll try to make it right before feature time.
People you want to thank?
Yeah, Tony Capo and his parents, Suburban Dry Cleaners, and all the crew. My Uncle Willie, my cousin Dan, especially Tony, though. It's his car, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be racing.
What are you going to do with all that Mountain Dew and those potato chips?
Well, I'm diabetic, so they'll have fun with those.
All right. How about a nice hand, folks, for Stacy White, your winner in the Sunoco Race Fuels Pure Stocks. About to go at it here with a bunch of hard chargers behind them. The green is out. 12 laps for the Miley Truck Rental E-Mods. Whoa, the leader goes from the bottom to the top. And meantime, out in front, Tom Martinick in the 65. And they are crowded behind him. Oh, McKeon at 33 comes up. Daryl Charlier gets pinned. He goes over top of the car. The 48 of Denny Nakutis. 48 Denny Nakutis and the 12 of Daryl Charlier. Charlier actually went over the left side of that car. He was pinched between the 48 and the wall. The 33 and the 48 got together, and Charlier had committed to the outside. Nakutis' car, the body just ripped right off the left rear of it, where Charlier went over top. Heckenhorst. Whoa, contact up front. Drystad and McKee, they're hooked, now they separate. It's Tom Martinick, the early leader. J.E. Stalder moves into second. Russ Dunn is third and Wayne Tessine fourth. Evan Miller will be scored in fifth at the end of the first lap. The Allegheny Wilderness Outfitters Bongiorni Auto. McElhaney Auto Repair 65 shows the way up against the wall. Stalder done. Miller now fourth. Wayne Tessine fifth. Kevin Miller to the low side of Russ Dunn for third into 3. And off of 4, Miller's got the pass made in the 4M. Spinning is the 18 of Bruce Drystad, collects the 33 of Mike McKee, who glanced off the wall, and the caution is out. Kevin Miller to second in the 4M. Martinick in front of Miller. Tessine, Stalder, and Dunn almost 3 wide. It's Tessine third, Stalder fourth, Dunn fifth. Here comes Kevin Miller trying to take the lead away off the inside of turn 4. It's still Martinek by a half a car length into one. Miller pulls alongside again, but Martinek wins the battle off at 2 down the back chute. Russ Dunn and J.E. Stalter going at it wheel to wheel for 4th. Miller now in front by car length in the middle of 3 and 4, but Tom Martinek's Mr. Momentum on the high side. Back even though Miller will lead that lap. Halfway, 6 down, 6 to go. Kevin Miller is your leader, but maybe not for long. Tom Martinek has the advantage on the back chute. Wayne Tussine by himself in 3rd. Off of 4, Miller's going to lead this lap. It looks like. No, it'll be Martinek back in front. He had the lead in turn 4 to Miller, but by the time they got to the flag stand, Martinek had gotten back around him, and Tom is sawing on that wheel, and he's carrying the momentum mighty fine down the back chute. He extends the advantage. Miller noses ahead into 4, but same story. Martinek wins the battle off down the front chute. Just 4 laps to go. As hard as those two are racing. Wow, a little slip by Tom Martinek, and Kevin Miller now clearly in front. Here comes Martinek, though, rallying back on the back chute. Tom Martinek will try to work under Miller. Can't make it stick on the inside of turn 4. 3 laps to go. Kevin Miller, a 2-time winner here, a season ago. After battling with Tom Martinek for several laps, he has got the lead with 2 to go. If he can hang on, it'll be career win number 8 and his first of 2008. Tussine 3rd, Stalter 4th, and Russ Dunn 5th. Mike McKee and Bruce Drystad. Tatkin Horse to the 73 and Briggs in the 8V. This is the payoff lap. 1 remaining. Caution is out. I didn't see Willie Briggs is up against the wall in turn 2. So this becomes a 13-lap race. Lucky 13. It'll be a 13-lap race as we must run 2 consecutive green flag laps to the finish in our feature event. Miller going way to the bottom. They're almost 4 wide behind. I'm not sure about this formation. Green is out. Out in front, it's Wayne Tussine able to hustle to the lead. Kevin Miller now will try to have to get it back. Tussine out of nowhere able to get a run on the outside, and he's got the lead with 1 to go. Tussine and Miller down the back chute. This is it. Tussine to the bottom trying to protect the low line. Off of 4, Miller tries to make a run on the inside. The drag race is on, and it's going to be, woo! Kevin, congratulations. You had to work hard twice in that one. First to get by Tom, and then, of course, they're coming for the end.
Yeah, that was tough, man. I couldn't get going on the restarts like Tom and or Wayne could. I mean, I tried everything on them starts, but man, that was a fun race.
But once you got going, this thing was like glue on the low, in the middle of the low.
Yeah, it hooked up pretty good in the middle and low side. I mean, it was pretty good tonight.
Maybe you got your luck going in the right direction.
I hope so.
People you want to thank?
Mom and Dad, my buddy Terry Supp, Wilbur, Antil Auto Body, Krager Race Engines, S&S Racing. That's it. I guess that's everyone.
First, I know it's your first one here this year. First one overall this year?
Yeah, it's the first race I've won this year.
Well, you get a $50 bonus tonight from Pizza. Congratulations.
Oh, that's excellent.
How about a nice hand, folks, for Kevin Miller, your winner in the Miley Truck Rental E-Mods.
JJ Patchen takes the green flag. Kurt Bish up to the first position. I'm not sure if that'll be legal. It's as if he made a pass before the cone. Meanwhile, J.J. Opatchen wants the lead back. He'll come to the inside, coming down the back straightaway. It's still Kurt Bish with the 3 others spinning in turn 2. The 10, Dan DeShide. Looks as if he could keep going. The 60, Brian Hutchko, also off the pace on the back straightaway. Caution down. Green is out. 4 wide past the cone. There's contact through turn 1. Kurt Bish and Dan DeShide got together through turn 1. The lights are out for J.J. Opatchen. At Darren Ferguson on the inside. Makes it 3 wide through turn 1. Gary Catellis on the outside. Goldberg to the inside. They'll break up before he can make it 4 wide. Goldberg to the lead through the back straightaway. Derek moved way on the inside. Goldberg now has the lead for lap 2. Ferguson still second. Third is Gary Catellis. Fourth is the 51, J.J. Opatchen. And fifth is the 76 of Tony White. The 60 of Brian Hutchko comes out of the pits for a second time tonight. He'll come out of the pits down 2 laps. Here's a 51, J.J. Opatchen on the inside of Gary Catellis for the 3rd position. He'll get 3rd, but now Tony White on the inside for the 4th position, but Craig Catellis still holds his own on the outside. Meanwhile, Goldberg leads another for halfway. '76 of Tony White seems to be off the pace in the back straightaway. He looks to be heading to the pits. Half a lap ahead of him, Eric Goldberg still with the lead over Darren Ferguson. Goldberg with a half a lap straightaway over Darren Ferguson, J.J. Opatchen, Gary Catellis, and Kurt Bish. Dan DeShide, Brian Hutchko. Two to go for Goldberg. Here's Catellis almost catching. Rear of the 51, J.J. Opatchen coming out of turn 4. He falls back through turn 1. Goldberg still leads by half a straightaway over Darren Ferguson. Coming out of turn 4, he'll get the white flag. Gary Catellis almost catching the 51 of J.J. Opatchen down the front straightaway. Still a car length lead, or still a car length between the two of them. Goldberg in turn 4. Checkered flag waving. Eric Goldberg will take the checkered flag. Congratulations, 2 in a row.
Thank you very much.
Well, on the back straightaway, you unexpectedly came into the pits. What was wrong with the car?
I got hit by one of the cars and I got a flat tire and they changed me up real quick and got me back out there before the caution was over.
How was the car handling tonight? You seemed to come from all the way to the back to win the feature.
It was handling really good. When there's only 8 cars out there, it's pretty easy we're not fighting a bunch of cars to get through there. I got a lucky shot on the start and was able to come through.
Well, congratulations. It's 2 in a row. What are your hopes for a championship this year?
Well, I don't really count on the championship. I just play it each race at a time. So I'd like to see it, but I'm not counting anything until it's over.
Do you think you could keep your streak up?
I don't know. You know what? I've got something started right now. We'll see what happens. I just look at one race at a time.
Congratulations.